In this lesson, we will learn how to create tonal value using a range of shading pressures to achieve a variety of tones. This activity is differentiated and split into two parts. Part 1 is just a simple starter activity for those who are new to tonal shading and feel comfortable just completing that to submit to the teacher. Activity number 2, which is optional and more advanced, is designed for those wanting more of a challenge. Materials you will need for this activity are some A4 paper, a pencil, ruler, another shape to draw around like a protractor or set square, an eraser, a pencil sharpener. To begin, you need to draw 3 small separate boxes to practice your pencil pressure from dark to medium to light. Start by shading in the darkest box first by applying the hardest pressure. Once complete, move on to the second box and apply a lighter pressure for a medium tone, then complete the final box using the lightest pressure for the lightest tone. Once you have achieved a dark, medium and light shading technique in the 3 practice boxes, you need to draw out a square. Make sure that the square has all equal sides and then divide the square with a cross so now it looks like 4 triangles are inside a square shape. Now we will start to shade with the pencil, working on each triangle separately. The technique of your shading must go from dark to medium to light pressure tones, just as in the practice boxes completed before. Ensure you shade in the same direction as much as possible. Each time I move down the paper, I overlap the next tone with a slightly lighter pressure to achieve tonal gradient. With the neighbouring triangle that sits next to the one that you have just shaded, the trick is to shade it again, but in the opposite pattern direction, so start with the light, medium and then dark. To complete this picture, every triangle must be shaded in the opposite shading pattern to the shape next to it, as shown in this finished picture. Lastly, clean up the white space from any pencil smudges around using an eraser and submit the finished task with the title at the top saying Tonal Value Art Activity. Lastly, clean up the white space from any pencil smudges using an eraser and submit the finished task with the title at the top, Tonal Value Art Activity. This activity is now complete. Part 2 of this activity is optional, meaning it is not compulsory and is intended for any students who would like the extra challenge and practice. Start by drawing a pencil line border using the thickness of your ruler. Next, randomly split up the inside box with a variety of overlapping lines. You could also draw around a couple of other shapes. For example, I used the protractor to draw a couple of semicircles for a little more shape variety here. Once happy with your shapes, now is the time to shade them all, working one by one, ensuring that each shape is shaded in the opposite way to the next one, just like we did in part 1 of this activity video. This artwork will take some time, so it's advisable to work on it throughout the day, taking a few breaks and ensuring your pencil sharpener is close by. When complete, this artwork may be submitted as a bonus piece to support the main task in this art video. One tip I use to fix pencil drawings and prevent smudges is a light coat of hairspray. It works wonders as a cheap fixative hack.